Hey everyone, it's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey coming at you with my weekly update. So this week we did not have any doctor's appointments, but we did manage to get the consultation with Dr. Guzowski for February 20th, and that's for a new treatment that is like an ultrasound, and it's specifically designed for the liver and addressing tumors that are in the liver. So looking forward to that consultation later this month to see if that might be a possible treatment for us and maybe make some progress on really attacking the tumors that are in my liver. On Friday, we had our regular chemotherapy. It's Sunday, and I'm still continuing to manage side effects, and they're very minimal compared to what I've heard from other people and what I do. So I'm very grateful. Continue to be able to have an appetite and to be able to do things around the house, even on the weekends when I have chemo. So I'm just grateful that my body is tolerating it and the way that it is. I did want to share one thing. I really enjoy going to chemotherapy because I'm the guy who's known for his Hawaiian shirts. So I have a variety of Hawaiian shirts, and I get new ones for each season. And got some new ones while we were on the cruise last fall, and so I've been wearing those. And it's always nice when the nurses notice that I have a new shirt and they compliment me or say that they really enjoy seeing the new shirts that I wear in for my chemotherapy. So I'm glad I'm able to bring a smile to the wonderful nurses at the infusion center. This week, I did want to share some sad news for those of you who have been praying for my friend Steve. I thank you for that, but unfortunately this week, he passed away. And so I would ask that you continue to pray for his family as they go through the mourning process. And it kind of brings me to my topic this week, which I think I've spoke to before, but given his death, I wanted to make sure that I speak to it again. And that's the importance of planning. Unfortunately, Steve did not plan for his death. Even though he had cancer and he had an opportunity to be able to do some planning, he was not able to pull together some important papers to help his family after his death. And so they're struggling a little bit right now to try to figure out what do they do, where are things located, and how are they going to survive. And so I think it's just really important that if you're a cancer patient, I affectionately called it the death binder, which didn't go over well. But I know there's a company out there called Next of Kin or Knockbox. And it's just a really good idea to make sure that you've got your affairs in order. One doesn't know when death is going to come. And as cancer patients, we believe we're more susceptible. But the events of this week with the two tragic plane crashes in DC and in Philadelphia shows us that it's not just people fighting cancer, but it's other people as well. So if you don't have a common location for important materials with links to bank accounts or insurance policies or things that would be helpful for the survivors should anything happen to you, I would encourage you to start pulling that information together. It's not really hard, and you can Google, and there's a lot of information out there about what types of things you should have. But it's just a good idea, again, whether you have cancer or not, to have things somewhat in order so that should anything happen, those that are surviving you have the ability to know where things are and have some peace that they don't have to scramble. Particularly in this case, Steve was a breadwinner just like I am. And so they're unsure about their income and they don't know if he had life insurance policies or if his company gave him, at least one times his base salary. And so they have to go figure that out. And that's just added strain at a time in life when they really shouldn't have that. So again, whether you have cancer or you don't, I would encourage you to think about what are those papers or what are those things that you could gather and put in a common location and let someone know so that should anything happen, passing away from cancer, passing away from natural causes, or an accident like the plane crashes, you can have some comfort for those that are left behind. For my gratitude moment, I'm grateful that early on in the process, I put together my death binder. It was hard, and I know that Megan struggled when I was putting it together, but hearing her say this week that she was glad that I had done that, and could we use what I did to help her know where she needs to start? Um, and so I'm grateful that I don't remember how I learned about it or why, but I'm grateful that I had the foresight to be able to pull that information and to keep it updated so that should anything happen, my family will be taken care of in terms of knowing where everything's at and what they need to do as next steps so that they can go through the grieving process without added stress. My name's Craig. I'm with One Man's Cancer Journey, and I wish for you a blessed week.